quota, in the world of business and economics, has two meanings. 1. A restriction that the government imposes on imports. In other words, an import limit. With this meaning, it is a form of protectionism. Protectionism is an attempt by a nation's government to restrict imports or boost tax by imposing quotas, tariffs, and other barriers to trade. When governments impose a quota on a specific import, their aim is usually to protect domestic suppliers. For example, if country A imposes a limit on the number of cars imported from country B to, say, 5,000 per year, it is limiting the supply, which also raises the price, thus helping domestic car makers. Additionally, an import or export quota may be a limit on the number of goods, or the total monetary value over a specific time. Sometimes quotas are aimed at specific countries rather than products.
In this diagram, the quota is the difference between S-domestic and S-domestic plus quota. Without quotas, the market price is P world. Quantity of imports is Q4 Q1. World exporters make revenue of areas A plus B plus C, imposing quotas of Q3 Q2. This leads to a fall in imports to just Q3 Q2. Domestic suppliers gain more revenue. The price rises to P quota and domestic suppliers supply more Q1 to Q2. It can create domestic jobs. Consumers pay a higher price and also total quantity falls from Q4 to Q3. Governments are not affected directly, as there is no income. There is a net welfare loss to society because the increase in producer surplus is outweighed by the decline in consumer surplus. World exporters will make less revenue, unless demand is very inelastic, meaning increase in price is greater than fall in quantity. Export subsidy is a government policy to encourage export of goods and discourage sale of goods on the domestic market through direct payments, low-cost loans, tax relief for exporters, or government-financed international advertising. Effects of export subsidies are, it lowers consumer surplus and raises producer surplus in the exporter market. An export subsidy raises producer surplus in the export market and lowers it in the import country market. National welfare falls when a large country implements an export subsidy.
I'm holding on, if almost gone. Someday